The film tells the life of Buck, a good-natured dog, whose life changes overnight when its owner moves from California to the exotic places of Alaska during the gold rush at the end of the 19th century. As a rookie of a group of sled dogs, and later their leader, Buck experiences an adventure he will never forget, finding his place in the world, and thus becoming his own master. The film stars veteran Harrison Ford, Dan Stevens, Bradley Whitford, Karen Gillan, and Omar Sy. One of the great elements within this production are its magnetic visuals of nature, because its panoramic shots and beautiful photography penetrate us openly into the wildlife and the exciting journey that our characters undertake. The quality and aesthetics of the plans that show the environment in which the story unfolds adds a unique and especially vibrant appeal, as it encourages yearning, imagination and exploration. It is majestic and also has a slower pace, which allows you to contemplate and better understand each of the emotional items presented through each fictional section within the stories told by the dear Buck and company. The warm and human plots that the Call of the Wild possesses also bring harmony and joy to the spectator's heart, because at the end of the day everyone at a certain point in our life, or at least the vast majority, has had a great friend as a pet, as an animal companion, and that makes empathy grow and strengthen considerably, since the reflection that each of us will exert on the script and the different actions that are being developed is undoubted. The sensitivity that animals contain through their well-studied and detailed gesticulation and look managed to convey the fair points to make it a credible and nostalgic film. But something that looked complicated from its first advances without a doubt was the CGI, because the computer item made with animals can become a bit annoying, undoubtedly distracts, and sometimes becomes illogical and unreal, although the fact is understandable that it would be a titanic job to keep real animals, elaborating all the movements and situations that are lived during their 100 minutes. In addition, the film fails to generate total satisfaction. The development of the characters is dull or lacking, because we are not going to the true depth of their motivations, conflicts and thoughts. Everything is built in a superficial and simplistic way just so that the story progresses without complications. The fact that the plot decays as it progresses also generates an inevitable invoice on the final experience, since after starting in a high and captivating way, it is gradually diluted until it reaches a third act, in which all your lost attention, unfortunately for someone like Harrison Ford, who is inside a script in which his fictional counterpart lacks construction and does not allow him to shine beyond his limitations, which also ends up bored with his final result. The film does not meet what was expected by her, and although it addresses in a warm way the relationship of nature with living beings, her intention remains precisely in that, a good bet taken from one of the most adventurous books that never ends up curdling altogether. In summary, The Call of the Wild is a film that encourages adventure, emotion, wanting to hug our little canine friends and, above all, to understand that we have a greater purpose as living beings. Within the natural world it is important to get carried away by destiny and the so-called wild, to have a nice time and something entertaining.